welcome. I hope everyone's doing well. What's the tea, ladies? What's really going on? How have you been? Have you missed me? Miss me, now you gotta kiss me? Are you ready for the dating tea? Now, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Coach Anwar. I am a dating coach for Black and Brown women. Someone asked me where I've been. So, couple of things. Oh my God, they kicked me off of TikTok live because I think that they were saying, they thought I was saying bad words, but I really wasn't. And then after that, I went on vacation because it was spring break. So I had to take all of my family to Mexico for, a week or so. And then right after that, I flew back to Montreal. And then I had to fly to DC because I was filming a documentary. Yeah. And then I was also meeting with my clients in the DMV area. And we had a very, very fun time. Yeah, so that's where I've been, but I'm back now, ladies. I'm super happy to be back. I hope everyone is doing well. I've missed you all. I hope that you've missed me too. And if you're new here, I want to share with you that this live is really about me helping you answer your questions. Yeah, so, I've been a dating coach for almost 16 years now. I've coached it all. I've seen it all. So in this live, if you have any specific questions, put them in the chat and then I will answer them in the order that I see them. Okay? People are saying, I've sent you a question in the DM. I don't answer questions in the DMs. So I want to let you know that. I answer questions on this live and also from my actual clients, girl, no shade. Yeah? So with that said, don't put your questions in the DMs. I will not answer it. My team will, no shade, ignore it. Yeah? So if there's anything that I'm saying that is resonating with you at all, tap the screen, double tap, give us hearts, do all that other stuff so that, I can let you know that I can know that you're living for the content that I'm creating. I can give you more of it, okay? Okay, someone asked, how can I become a client? Go to the link in my bio and book a consultation call, and we'll see if it's a good fit or not. You'll have to fill out an application. If your application is accepted, then you will receive an invitation to book a free consultation call. Okay. Awesome. Okay, let's see. Hey, MK. Hey, Ronnie. Hey, Nini. Salma said, what's the best age to get married? When you're ready and healed. That's going to be a different age for different women. Yeah. Chrissy said, hey, before it gets crazy. You've been here before. You know how it goes. You know that there will be thousands of people all up in here asking questions left and right. Bella said, do you discuss pricing and plans during your consultation? I do. I will tell you, ladies, that the group coaching, the Get Your Guy Club, right now is at the 3K mark, and the VIP program is at the 7K mark. So I want to let you all know that now. And I'm sharing this with you all because guess what? Those prices are going to increase soon. So if you have been thinking about booking and getting into this coaching program, you should do it probably in the near future, in the next quarter. Okay. We also have monthly plans as well. So if you are a little bit like sticker shocked by that full pay price, we have monthly at the 300 and the 700 a month mark. Okay. World Travel said, hi, I listened to you and found my mid-tech king who treats me so well. Thanks, Anwar. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. I love it so much. I love hearing that. Even though, like in my program, we get about 3 to 5 women into relationships per week and about 1 to 2 engagements per month, I'm always really happy and excited that people are dating differently for a different result. That's what it's about at the end of the day. Because what I know for sure is that most of us are not taught how to date. And so part of the reason that I do what I do is to make sure that y'all know how to date. Yeah? Okay. X said, do you coach Black Muslim women? I sure do. She said, I wear a hijab, for example. Work, girl. Work. Hijab, nijab, I don't care. Okay. Piece of reset. OMG, Anwar, you're amazing. I love you. I love you too. Thank you so much. And thank you all so much for all of the love. I really do appreciate it. Y'all really hold me down, and it really does mean the world to me. I will tell you, someone was asking me, am I starting a publishing company? I am not. But I am in the process of, I've written a book. I'm trying to find an agent and a publisher that will push this book. But I want to be 100% honest with you all. I've gotten a lot of pushback about this book being for just Black women. They want to, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So it's taken a little bit of time to get the book out, but you know, I'm probably, if I don't get an agent in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to self-publish it. That's the decision that I made because the information is there. It has been really, 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 really written with all of my heart and all of my soul. So, yeah. I'm getting a lot of stay strongs. We don't share the same experiences. Yeah, someone said it's not surprising publishers can be like that. People are saying self-publish, it's more of your coin. I want to say this with love and respect. I don't really care about the coin. I'm in a blessed position where I don't have to care about it. This is really just about getting the information out to you because I want to teach you how to date. Yeah, ultimately. I feel like Think Like a Man was written for Black women, but it had massive appeal. Yeah, but that book is horrible. Where is it? It might be holding my throw up. Uh-oh. Someone said my coins are ready. I know that's right. Think Like a Man is trash. I really think it is, ladies. Why do I think it's trash? Because in the book, he tells you that you just have to have sex with a man when he wants it. That's how you keep a man. And that's what, you know, men need. Girl, no shade. I don't give a fuck what men need. I care about what you want and what you need. And so we're in a new dawn, a new era, and it's time for you to start to get a bit self-centered. That's how you're going to find a man in this sea of men that are actually not relationship ready. So, you know, when I talk shit about that book, please realize that I fucking mean it. And I don't care. And that's that on that. Someone said villain era. To be self-centered and to tell the truth is not being a villain. Yeah. Someone said, what about Why Men Love Bitches? I think that's a pretty good book. Yeah. Okay. The Bespoke said advice on Cancer men. Well, I'm a Cancer man myself, even though most of y'all don't think I'm a woman. I think that I'm a woman, honey. We're sensitive and we're moody. So please understand that. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me see what IG is giving, and then I'm going to come back to TikTok, okay? Someone said there has to be Black publishers out there. There are. Respectfully speaking, some of them are good, some of them are not so good. Do these publishers get dating is not a one-size-fits-all? I don't think so. Okay. Someone said, do I have a podcast? Yes, girl. It's one of the top podcasts in the world. It's called the Get Your Guy Coaching Podcast. There's a link in my bio. Definitely check it out. We actually have a new podcast episode tomorrow with Tiffany the Budgetnista. I don't know if you're familiar with her. She's an amazing financial coach. And she is, getting it together, helping the girls get it together. So we're going to be answering questions all about, when do you talk about credit scores? What about prenups? Like all these, when do we start talking about finances in the pathway, journey way, in dating, serious dating, relationship, marriage? Yeah. Yeah, so it's gonna be, someone said, love Tiffany. Yeah, she's great. So I just want to let you know this was actually a very personal interview. We talk a lot about kind of our lived experience. So I think it's gonna be a little bit of different than what you're used to. Okay? Someone said, advice for dating in med school, don't. I was just telling one of my coaches that I've been doing this work for 15 years and I have never ever seen anything work out with a guy in med school. If you're talking to a guy and he's in med school, end it now. It's not going to work. Unless you're in med school and y'all are playing Grey's Anatomy. But most of y'all aren't. Okay? Good. Okay. Let me see what else is going on, ladies. And thank y'all so much for the almost 14,000 likes here on TikTok. Y'all doing the damn thing. Someone said you will sell out for sure if you self-publish. Someone said self-published Black women have demonstrated how powerful our dollar is. I know y'all will buy it. I know y'all buy it. Do you coach Asian women for sure? Yes, honey. I sure do. You know what's so funny? There's the difference in our upbringings are actually not as different as you may think. You know how hard your parents were on you while you were growing up? It's the same for Black women as well. Very difficult, very hard on them. So if I do self-publish, I'm going to have the book come out on Black Friday. I'm going to call it Black Girl Friday. Yeah? So we can really get it together. It'll give you enough time to read it before the new year and hit the new year, the Super Bowl of dating, with clarity and a strategy. An actual dating strategy, y'all. Can you believe it? Because I know most of y'all don't have a dating strategy. If you have a dating strategy, if you don't have a dating strategy, put hashtag no strategy on here. I want to know what the tea is. I want to know what y'all are giving. She said, I don't. Yeah. No strategy. Lots of no strategy up in here, honey. And spell it correctly, too. Thank you. Oh, you didn't. It's not start-a-g. It's strategy. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. As someone who won the spelling bee in 4th grade, that shit matters to me. Yes. Black Lives Matter and spelling matters. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I say Black and brown women, but I coach all women of color. I also have some, some cool white girls in there too, girl. No shade. Yeah. So I really do coach everybody. But you got to be ready to center the Black and brown experience. Some can, some cannot. Okay? So what's that? Watching Anwar's videos equals my strategy. Zaxi said, Fairy Godbrother, from all that you say, is it really that easy? Well, I think that men are simple creatures, but I think dating them is not easy. If that were the case, then everybody would be dating them right now and dating them well. So I don't think that it's easy. It's not going to be a cakewalk when you're in my program either. But I do think that what we're able to do in my program, and really what the focus is when your triggers come up, we get to talk through them, discuss them, and heal them, so that you are coming and entering into a relationship and you're not freaking out by every other thing that a guy says. So that's really what it's all about, because, you know, I think a lot of you all get like a little bit butthurt when you like see that other people are getting into relationships. Please understand that most people haven't done the work to actually be in a successful relationship. So even though you feel like you're behind, you're really not. Unless you're doing if you're doing intentional work, amazing, right? That you're actually more ahead of those women than the women that are in relationships that haven't done the work. Because ultimately, they're going to be in a relationship, they're going to break up, and then they'll start from zero with more trauma. So I think it's important to kind of reframe how we think about this, because most of the time, they're not ahead and you are not behind. Okay? Brittany Jocelyn said, I was listening to your podcast. Amazing. Yeah, definitely check out my podcast. My last episode was about how to be detached in dating. I got a lot of amazing feedback on that. So that's great. Miriam said, he cheated but then bought me a new bag. What do I do? Cheat on him with the new bag and leave him for the bag. Thank you. Next question. Hold on. Let me... There we go. Okay. Let me see. And just FYI, please be patient with me. We have over 1,000 people, and sometimes this is going a little bit fast. So if I don't get back to your question in about 5 minutes, please put the question back in there. I will definitely get to it, okay? As I said, I don't date at all at the moment. I'm too anxious. LOL. How do I get over dating anxiety? Anxiety is often about not having control over the future. So I think it's important to understand, to really identify what thoughts you're having that are creating the anxiety. So that is something that you're going to need to figure out. And then after you figure that out, I want us to think about what is the origin story that created those thoughts within your head. Very important. Okay? Shay said, I love that podcast episode. Thank you, girl. So Jaded said, he's talking about marriage. How do I seal the deal? It's not your job to seal the deal. That's his job. Are you ready for marriage with this man? That's the question that I have. Because if that's the case, so Jaded, let him do what he needs to do. Your job in that moment, and I just want to let you know, ladies, that you get to do this. You get to, literally, one of my clients this past weekend shared with me that she got engaged a couple of weeks ago. She graduated my program, I want to say 4 months ago or something like that. And I tell all of my clients, you need to let these men know exactly, not the day, not the month, but at least the quarter that you want to be engaged by. And his job is to do it. So you don't seal the deal because you're not proposing to him. But what you can say is, I'd like to be engaged by the end of the summer. That would make me happy. And sit back and wait for him to do it. Shani, thank you so much for the 12 roses. Pinky Nun, thank you so much for the rose. Sadie said, OMG, what is the name of your podcast, please? The name is Get Your Guy Coaching. Yeah. And thank y'all for the 25,000 likes already. Y'all doing the damn thing. Brittany said, how to know if it's too good to be true? I think you won't know until you sit back and wait. Time will tell all. And it's generally really good for about 3 weeks. 3 weeks or 3 months, depending on how good the narcissist is. So if it's perfect, take your time when it comes to exclusivity. Take the full 3 months. Because oftentimes toxic and narcissistic guys will flip the script once they have a bit more commitment from you. So the longer that you can hold out, the more you'll be able to see whether it's too good to be true or not. Oftentimes these guys will show their real face either around week 3 or month 3. Nikki Blake, thank you so much for the rose. Dating Latino men in Houston. Thoughts? No. Don't do it. I was going to say something that was going to get me kicked off of TikTok live again, girl. But look, if you want to date Latino men, honey, that's up to you. But you got to understand that they cheat. And I'm not going to lie about it, and I'm not going to be cute about it. I'm going to be 100% honest with you that culturally, they don't find any shame in cheating. And if you don't believe me, my Latina sisters, please tell them what your uncles, what your brothers, and sometimes your fathers, no shade, are doing between the hours of 5 and 6 p.m. right before they come home. She said, yes, Mexican here, Latina here. Yep, he's right. Yep, the machismo. Yep, he's right. So, I mean, when they say that they're busy or ocupado, girl, no. Ocupado with una mujer. So, someone said a whole side family. Girl, yes. Someone said not ocupado. Yes, sí, se puede. Cheat. Someone said bilingual king. First of all, I'm a queen, and also I speak 5 languages. Look, I have been around the world tonight, and this is why I'm such a great dating coach, because I've tasted the rainbow for all of you all. All of you all. I've tasted them all. So I know how each and every one of them move and don't move. Sí, los feos también. The ugly ones cheat too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, what do you think about Chinese men from China, not America, as a dating coach? Why do you all ask me these questions? You ask me these questions because you want me to get in trouble. You want me to get canceled. You want me to say some wild shit out of my mouth. And because these motherfuckers record me on my lives, girl. And then they put me in their stories. And then I'm picked up by some random blog in Beijing about how this black dating coach is racist against Chinese men and talks shit about their D's. You're not gonna get me caught up, girl. Not today. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Yes. Why are you floored? Let me tell you something about these Chinese men though, girl, no shade. Okay, the gag about Chinese men and even some Japanese men, is that their D looks brown. Like, if you didn't know he was Chinese, you would think that he's from South Africa. Like, it's brown. You're like, where did that come from? Yes. I know a lot of y'all haven't necessarily dabbled. Haven't had any of that General Tso chicken, honey. I have. So, yes, honey. Someone said brown in length or color. No, girl, color, not length. Okay? So, someone said brown meat. I love that for them. Yeah, a good number of them. You know, like the brown Chinese men, not the white Chinese men, but like the brown Chinese men. That's that tea. Someone said anthropology plus biological reasons, babe. Girl, Avi. Yes. Yes, honey. Get into those southern Chinese men, honey. What do they call it? South China Sea? That's where I would be. Someone said Kung Pao chicken. I know that's right and wrong at the same time. Respectfully speaking, I have a question for you all. Do you like it soft, medium, or rough? I want to know. I want to know. Because there are certain men that will give it to you rough, certain men that are medium, and certain men that are soft. Okay, oh my God, 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 oh my God. Okay, there's a little bit too much rough for my liking, to be honest with you. And I have some questions. Okay, more of the mediums are coming. Okay, but a lot, okay. Ladies, for the girls who said that they need it or want it rough, why is that the case, girl? Why do you need all of that roughness, girl? Y'all are on the football field talking about unnecessary roughness. Okay, medium. Someone said all of them. Don't be greedy, girl. Don't be greedy. Someone said rough when ovulating. All right, honey. All right. All right, honey. Someone said it feels good. That's the gag. The gag is that when you are a boss bitch in real life, that oftentimes the only way for us to be and sit in our feminine is to have it rough. It no shade, it F's the boss out of you, girl. Yeah? A lot of us will, a lot of us need that to be in our feminine. So I want to offer that to whoever needs to hear that. And I also want to offer that you don't need that to be in your feminine. You don't have to have it. Someone said someone wants to be rocked like Sonic rocks those rings, honey. Yeah. Someone said clocked. Someone said, hold on, preacher. This is very important, and I think it's important, especially if you're a woman of color and you are in your masculine all day, every day, and you are surviving, and yeah, and no shade, but yeah, some of y'all need to stop listening to that black erotica, honey. y'all listen to the 50 Shades of Black. Yeah. All right. Stop it. Stop it right now. Someone said, sorry, I can't stop. Your black erotica, honey. Okay, someone asked, I'm gonna get back to the dating questions. Okay, what other races check for us the most? The gag is that if he's brown, It's time to go to Pound Town. So the Mexicans, the Latino men, the Middle Eastern Arab men, they're very much into it. Okay? Indian, they're colorists. They'll be into the lighter skin women, the women that look like them, but like the darker skinned women, not so much. In my experience. In my experience. Yeah. Someone said, do you coach Mexican women that are into African men? It seems I'm only attractive within my own MX. I don't know what that means. I don't coach anyone to date Nigerian men. So that's that on that. Oh, Mexican. Okay, got it. Thoughts on Dr. Umar. What thoughts? Here's the thing. Why should I have thoughts on Dr. Umar when his daughters that he hasn't seen have plenty of thoughts for him? I bow out of that. He's got to see his daughter. After he does that, then I'll speak on him. Yeah? And that's on that. My daughters live with me. They're in their own rooms. I see them every day. I'm there every day with them. So when he's talking about who's good for the Black community and who's growing the Black community and who's not, I want to see the receipts. Someone said, you have daughters? I have 2 daughters and 1 son. Yeah. Okay. Someone said, how to get approached more. Well, first of all, I don't want us to feel like we need to get approached. Because most of the guys that approach you in the wild are wild. I say this all the time and I'm going to continue to repeat it. These men that are approaching you at a gas station or a Walmart or whatever store that you're going to. Wait, hold on. Someone said, wow, so you used to be straight. Girl, there's nothing straight about me. I need you to bring yourself up to the 2000s and the 2020s. Anybody can have a child. All 3 of my children were born via surrogacy, by the way. Okay? So, just an FYI. But the question was about being approached. Men that approach you, I want you to think about men that approach you in the wild as beggars, as homeless men that are asking for change. It's inappropriate. Those men they're just trying to get as many numbers as possible. And then they're going to work all those numbers and see who will sleep with them first. It's a game to them. So, I think it's important for you to understand that, like, the win is not getting approached more. It's about being in spaces where you are engaging with men that are about something. Have you seen a man that is about his business chatting with random people in everyday life? Picking up people? Respectfully speaking, and I don't want to be an ass, it's poor man stuff. Okay? What I say is, I think it's important for us to be meeting men in what I call velvet rope spaces. Places where not everybody goes to. Whether it's an invisible velvet rope or an actual physical velvet rope. Okay? So what does that look like? An invisible velvet rope, a gala, a conference, Whole Foods, right? Velvet rope spaces are places and spaces where not everybody gets to come in. Either because they don't think that they belong or that they can't afford to. Okay? No shade, airports, golf courses, right? Fundraisers. Cigar lounges used to be velvet rope spaces, but honey, cigar lounges, yes. Hookah, no. Specifically for my Atlanta and my Houston people. What sections in the airports? The lounges, Singapore Airlines. Don't meet any men at Spirit, Frontier. Don't do it. Do you hear me? Thank you. Good. Good. What other questions do we have? What to do when a guy really likes you but is very dry in communicating? Okay, so I was literally just having this conversation with my clients. I don't care if he's nice, and to be honest with you, I don't care if he likes you. I care about if you like him. And if his communication is dry, it means that you probably don't like him. It means that you feel bored around him. You can't like someone that you feel bored about. Okay? Yeah, don't get with a guy that does any sort of hookah in the States. Dubai's different. Hookah is cosplaying cigars, girl. No shade. Hookah is giving, you know those kids that used to find any sort of like aluminum can or any sort of device to smoke pot with in high school? That's what it's giving. Mm-mm. So, yeah, honey, the glue sniffers girl. Yeah, the kids that would do those bubblegum cigarettes when they were 6 or 7, same people. Same people. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not today. Not when we were in first grade. Not when we were in high school. Not in my grown ass age, big age now. Okay? Okay. Someone said meeting men in the church. So, how do I meet men in the church? So I'm of the opinion that you don't want to shit where you pray. No shade. No shade. No. What I actually think in a more serious uh, way is I actually think, and this is, I want you to focus on volunteering. I want you to focus on volunteering because those are the men that are living the word and not just being seen. Okay? So, this is important. You know, churchmen oftentimes are the worst. Don't let the fact that they go to a certain place on Sunday every week think that they are. Uh-oh. Okay, uh-oh. Your live is not eligible for recommendation restricted in search results because your live does not comply with the For You feed eligibility standards. Girl, they starting to cut me off, girl. They're starting to cut me off. Okay, let me talk to you about this because I think that this is very important. A lot of church guys are sheltered. So they actually don't know how to interact with women. That's number one. The other thing that I think is very important is that a lot of the ways of the church can be quite patriarchal, meaning like a lot of religious men think that they know what's best and often don't want to hear from women. They, you know those guys that think that they know everything? That's a church guy. That's a church guy. Yeah. Can be quite judgmental as well. So something to be careful about, right? I'm not saying that like all of them are horrible, but these are things that I want you to look out for when you're engaging. Yeah, misogynistic for sure. When you're engaging with them, okay? Okay, D3 said, what if boring is what I need for stability? There's a difference between a man that is boring and you feeling bored. If you're not engaged by anything that that person is saying or doing, that's an issue. You want to be able to feel like you're having fun while you're interacting with your potential person. Fun is a very important part of everyday life. Okay? Super important. So something to think about and consider. Yeah? Okay. Okay, let me see what's going on. Someone said, the goods, when can I give them up? It's been 2 months. So I will tell you this. I am someone who, I'm a dating coach. I'm not here to police your body. You get to do whatever the heck you want to do. That's not my lane. My recommendation often though is to wait until you're in an exclusive relationship to be intimate. And the reason I say that is because oftentimes women will chemically bond to a man. And we all know that girl. Friend, best friend, coworker, sister, cousin, who is completely dematized, and everyone knows that that man is not worth his weight in dirt. But she can't see it or feel it because she's chemically bonded to him. This is why I say wait until you've had clear evaluation of someone. And I often say you know 3% of a person per week. Yeah. Very important. I think that, and on the other side of this is also very important. Men, when they are intimate, their bonding hormone, their vasopressin, will decrease. And they will feel less bonded to you after that, after the act. That's why there's a lot of hit it and quit it. They really, afterward, they're like, get me away from this person. I don't want to be around them. So when you are connecting early in the courtship, you're going to run the risk of him peacing out because you haven't made the emotional connection yet. It's very important. Okay? So that's why I recommend what I recommend. But girl, we're grown here. And if you want to get in, you got to get in, girl, because a girl's got to eat at the end of the day. And I get that. So. Someone asked, why don't guys initiate on the apps as much? They're not initiating because just like you're burnt out from the apps, they're burnt out from the apps as well. And do you understand that men actually are rejected 90% of the time? Women are rejected like 30-40% of the time. So just think about it. Being rejected 90% of the time, every day, for years on end, why would I even want to do that? Why don't I just wait to see who is actually into me and then I'll engage? This is why you have a lot of people, a lot of men that aren't initiating as much. Okay? Yeah. So, that's that. When should I bring up not wanting children? That should be on a dating app profile for sure. And then I would probably discuss this around date 1, physical date 1 or physical date 2. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting a lot of questions about what dating apps I should be on. So one of the things that I do in my program, and by the way, if you're interested in that, definitely go to the link in my bio and fill out a consultation application. And if it's accepted, we'll talk about all of this. But we will look at what you do, your size, your age, your weight, your color, and figure out what are the 2 best apps for you. And then, recommend those. So I'm not going to give blanket statements here because it actually doesn't necessarily serve you. Even your location matters. So it's one of the first things that we do in our program for women, okay, that are entering into the program. Sunny said, do I give my ex who self-sabotage, avoidant our relationship a second chance? No. One of the things that I think is very important is that minimum it takes 6 months for somebody to change who they are deeper inside. And avoidance, sometimes it's going to take a little bit longer. There's a reason why your person is an ex. And one of the things that I think is very important is to understand that your guy will never put himself in a position to be your ex. Please believe it. He will treat this relationship as an egg. It's very important. Olu said, is a therapist a good profession to date? No shade, but a lot of therapists are really, really messed up. The thing about a therapist is that one of the things that I've realized is that therapists actually intellectualize a lot of things and aren't oftentimes aren't able to share their feelings. They're able to share their thoughts. So sometimes it can be really hard to deeply emotionally connect with a therapist. Again, not all, but some. And just think about it. Some people in the audience are getting a little butthurt because I'm speaking on that, but they're all day, every day, they're used to trying to focus on you and what your problems are and how to solve them. And if they're so busy doing that for other people, they're probably not doing it for themselves. Some of them are, I would say most of them aren't. Someone said the example, the psychiatrist on Married to Medicine. Yeah, Dr. G, horrible. And we're you can be honest. Basically, we should just give up. Like, why is dating like this, and why worse when older? I don't think that you should give up. If that were the case, I would tell you. Now, I will tell you this. I just filmed that documentary, and one of the things that I said in the documentary was, I'm a little bit afraid of what dating is going to look like in about 5 years. Every year, it's getting 20% worse. So, yeah, I'm a little bit scared about what dating is going to look like. To be honest with you, I don't know if I'll be a dating coach in 5 years or not. Not to mention the fact that, like, you know, these men are going to have AI girlfriends, honey, no shade. So not only is there a shortage of educated men out here, which is going to be more and more important as costs rise, inflation continues to go up. There's going to be fewer and fewer of them. Someone said predicting the future right now is not recommended. You think I'm lying? I'm not. So, someone said AI girlfriends is wild. Why is it wild? They're doing it now. Do you understand that, like, OnlyFans is literally one step away from AI girlfriends? Most of these people that are on OnlyFans are having relationships with these workers in their heads. So, yeah, that's what it's going to look like. A lot of you are saying this is sad. I believe it's the future. And so, you know, y'all can get AI boyfriends. Y'all can go lesy. Y'all can go golden girls on us. Y'all can be in a lavender marriage. Or you can continue to look for guys that are relationship ready. Yeah, honey, you competing with Siri now. Siri, close your legs. 2 unmarried men. So, yeah. Someone said, what is a lavender marriage? A lavender marriage is when a straight woman marries a gay dude. Okay. Okay, what else, ladies? What else? What other questions do we have? My boyfriend is 45 and white, but he said that he has commitment issues. He's telling you exactly what he's saying. He can't commit to you. Step away. He's telling this to you. Very important. Men will tell you what their issues are often. He's not going to make it happen. And that's okay. Okay? Okay, let me see what questions I want to answer. Someone said that man is almost in the grave. Be careful, girl. I'm in my 40s too, honey. Don't get too comfortable talking about that man's age, honey. Okay, one of the things someone asked, dating a doctoral student, he's not going to have money for 5 years. So you have to ask yourself, are you willing to wait that long for a potential? I think potential is dangerous. I think it's very dangerous. I've seen it happen. I have a client in Chicago that actually is living with her guy and I think about to get engaged soon. So, yeah, but it's a hard road. Yeah. I think one of my former clients was on here. Let me see. Hey girl, she said, I need to know your skincare routine because the skin is moisturized. Well, half of it is because I came back from Cancun a week ago. Half of it is that, girl, that COS RX snail mucin. Don't sleep on it. I also use tretinoin and hyaluronic acid, girl. Always that, the ordinary. Keeps the skin extraordinary. Okay? Yeah, honey. Ever since Trump and Elon took control of TikTok, girl, you can't say anything around here anymore. Where were you in Cancun? I took the kids to the Nickelodeon all-inclusive resort. It was lots of fun. Someone said veteran men. Be careful, honey. Be careful, because many of them have PTSD. And if he's a veteran now, he was probably in Afghanistan or Saudi Arabia. PTSD is no joke, and it doesn't just go away. You have to live with it. So sometimes these veterans will think that you're the enemy, girl. So you got to be careful. Someone said, when should I ask the what is this, what are we question? Don't ever ask that question. Don't ever ask what are we? Because when you do that, you are giving away or abdicating your power, and you are allowing him to dictate and define what the relationship is. Your job is actually to dictate and define the relationship for yourself and let him know what you're feeling and what you want. And he has to respond and figure out if that's what he wants as well. And if that's the case, great. Ride into the sunset, girl. But if he's not ready for what you're ready for, gonna have to let him go. Okay? Don't ask the what are we. Girl, you already lost. Someone, Sarah Parsley. Were you the one who didn't spell not talk correctly in my last live? I don't know how you got back here. She said, so tell them I'm ready to be exclusive? Yeah. Tell them that. Emily said, who is your ideal student? So the clients that do well in my program are very coachable. They're not here to go back and forth with me and argue about what they want to do that's outside of my program, because my program is quite effective. So I'm looking for women that are coachable. I'm looking for women that are persistent and resourceful and decisive. Yeah. So if you feel like that's you, go to the link in my bio and book a consultation call. Okay, let me see. What do you do when the men that want you, you don't want? No sexual attraction from you for them. So, I want you dating everybody. If after 2 to 3 weeks, you're, yes, one of my clients is in IG. She said, I'm a witness. She's in a relationship right now. If your attraction or your connection with them isn't growing within 2 to 3 weeks, you just let them go. But the thing is, research says that 40% of people actually aren't initially fully attracted to their person when they first meet them. But the gag is that so many women out there are dating like dudes. And what I mean by that is they're trying to date the hottest guy. And, I think some of it is because we think that being with a hot guy makes us hot and attractive. But I think some of it is, we like hot guys, and that's fine too. But I say all that to say, I want us to, that's the masculine way of coupling up. Part of this work and what I help my clients do is really level up the emotional quotient within themselves so that they can accurately evaluate that within men. Yeah. Mary said, do you coach Muslim women? I coach all women that are ready to be coached. 100%. Twin got it. Y'all trying to date that hot guy, and then you date him, and then you get upset because he's getting all this attention. Be ready for it, honey. Let me see what else you got going on here. Someone said, how should an HBCU student start dating? I think that there are students from HBCUs that are all partiers or all school boys and girls. And I think that to maximize that experience, you want to be a little bit of both. How do you start dating? Girl, you just start going to the parties. College is one of the easiest times to actually date. Go with friends. Do not go alone. Make sure that you are not at those frat parties past 1 a.m. Those frat parties become ditty parties. And you don't want to be there. Okay. Someone said, but the friends like the YNs. I know I don't. Girl, leave all those YNs to your friends. A lot of Black women have been sheltered, have been so focused on school or sports that they don't know how to date. And because this world is unsafe for a Black woman, you will be attracted to men that are scary because you think that they will protect you from this scary world without realizing that his scariness goes both ways. It goes toward the outside world, and it also goes within the home. And so I think that it's important to understand that. This is why you see all these actresses that were sheltered get with really dangerous men. That's why you see all of these suburban girls get with all of these YNs and these dangerous men. This is why you see all the church girls sneak out of their parents' house and date these dangerous guys on the DL. One, because they think that they're living life finally because they've been so sheltered all their lives. But they don't understand that the roller coaster actually is scary. So, the Bailey sisters, yes, exactly. Sky Jackson, 100%. Keke Palmer, 100%. It's very important that we realize that these scary men will not protect you because they will hurt you in house. Instead, what I think is important is to experience life in its totality and realize that bad boy attraction is often derived by the fact that you want to be a bad boy. So your job is actually to just embody the totality of who you are. The good and the bad, the light and the dark feminine. Yeah? Good. Good. God, let me see what time it is. I gotta go to bed, honey. I'm tired. I'm as tired. Okay. I'll do a little bit more and then I'm gonna go to bed. So, someone said, you're good. I've been doing this for almost 16 years. So, when I say I'm a dating coach for Black and brown women, please understand I know the experience inside out. I'm not a Black woman, but I have been coaching them all day, every day for over a decade. So I've heard it all, I've coached it all. Yeah. So that's what happens. Not to mention, and we're not even going to go there, but sometimes our parents are bad boys. And we will lean into love that is familiar, even if it is dangerous. Because there's a certain comfort in the familiarity of it all. Yeah? Good. Someone said tips for Nigerian women. This is going to sound contradictory, but if you're a Nigerian woman, I'm going to need you to not date Nigerian men, but also please take all these Nigerian men away from all the other ladies. Girl, somebody's got to take him, girl. Somebody's gotta. Yeah? 'Cause girl, they're a handful in more ways than one. Yeah. People are saying that they're not volunteering as tribute here. I understand. I understand. Yeah. Anyone that's had a Nigerian man knows. It's like it's like rolling a 7 when you're rolling dice. It's a higher probability that you're gonna roll that he's gonna be packing. And if his nose is all the way across his face, like most of them are, you already know. He gonna ruin you inside the bedroom and out, not just outside the bedroom. Yeah. Giselle said, if he wanted to, he would. Do you agree? I don't agree. I don't like that saying. And the reason I don't like that saying, because it's still, the premise is that you still have to be worthy of whether he wants to or not. And instead of saying if he wanted to, he would, I'd rather focus on if he has the capacity, he might. Because a lot of these questions are more about capacity than anything else. And a lot of us aren't necessarily thinking about that. That a lot of the men that are out here dating actually don't have the capacity to be in a relationship. Very important. Yeah. Okay. Good. Some final questions before I go. You're so smart. Thank you so much. Cara said, my baby is 2. Is it okay to start dating again? Yes. If that baby can walk, you better walk. You better start dating. That's what I say. Expensive Sarah said, how to be vulnerable. Girl, I can't give you that information right now. It takes me months to teach that to my clients. I won't be doing it justice by talking about it for 20 seconds. Yeah. All right, ladies, I'm going to go to bed. This has been awesome. This has been great. I hope that you gain some stuff from this live. Someone said, tell us about bikers, please. A lot of them are bisexual, girl. No shade. No shade. I'll probably be back on Friday night. So I will see you at this same bad time, same bad schedule. And yeah, keep on rocking on. Please subscribe to my podcast. We're going to have a new episode that comes out tomorrow morning. And if you are interested in doing this work in more depth, please don't hesitate to book a consultation call. Someone said, what time? Probably around 10-ish, 10:30. Someone asked the minimum age I coach, 26. I said, is your podcast on Apple Music? I think it's on Apple Podcasts, yeah. He said, thank you, Amor, for what you do. You and the girls are always great. Have a great night. You too, love. Thank you. I appreciate you all. And I appreciate all of the support. Alrighty? Someone said, when will this be live on YouTube? Probably tomorrow morning. All right, be well, ladies. Talk to you later. Bye now.